Assuming.
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! There's so many aliens over here.
God.
Good thing we're a fire team elite. Oh god.
That's like when in Stranger Things they say, I've seen Stranger Things.
Oh.
That's what happens when Mike and Will kiss.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah. Did you see that?
Facehugger.
Was it
The
the
tweet.
guy who plays Will?
Oh.
Confirmed that Mike was or Will was gay for Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, lagging. Oh, lagging.
It just seems so shoehorned in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lag.
Damage control rooms just
Lag.
ahead. That's
Oh, I'm
where
back.
the dirt is.
I still have only seen the first season of that show, so I do not know.
That's probably fine.
It's probably
Yeah.
fine.
I really like season 3, and season 2 has its stuff, but it's kind of forgettable. Season 4, I just think is kind of the weakest of all of them in a lot of senses, but like, I think overall,
Let's lock this shithole
I
down.
don't know.
Sir, you're in charge now.
It's hard to distinguish in this season specifically
Oh, heck yeah.
if there's like bad writing or
Wireless repeater on that
bad
cruiser.
acting.
That will
Because I think the acting is good and the writing's bad.
I think Millie Bobby Brown is pretty bad
xenomorphs.
Oh, I actually.
as an actor.
Oh, in general.
She has the range of like a pickle.
Got you.
I thought she was better in this season though.
Patching up.
Nah, I mean like in this season all she does is just cry.
And Scream.
Yeah, cry and scream.
Yeah.
And also she's in high school and she didn't know the word like I don't know.
Patching up.
She didn't know basic English words and she's in high school.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I feel like it's more the writing than it is the acting. Because like
Yeah.
the
I mean,
the freaking Duffer Bros had to put that in the script. I doubt that was her decision.
Alright, if we're being attacked, I'm just starting it. There's no reason to
she
sit.
probably just needed like a reason just to get bullied.
Yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of stuff in season 4 was. They just needed a reason for something, so they did it. Like, I was just watching
Mom's here.
episode 8 today.
Ah, Mom's got me!
Mama, no.
All I
What the
see is
hell?
fire.
I got knocked down when I rolled into her. Holy fucking shit. I was just watching episode 8. I was like, what is the point of any of the stuff that the whole Mike and Bill group do? And it was basically just so Levin has a way to get out when she escapes the laboratory. Like literally everything else they
Yeah.
do is irrelevant to the rest of the season, aside from getting 11.
Yeah, like Mike and Will and all them could have like not done anything and nothing would have changed.
Yeah, they're just a vessel for 11 to leave, which I
Also-
honestly think that makes it less interesting in general.
Another one.
Oh yeah.
I can't. All I see is fire.
Yeah, that's the downside of the flamethrower turret is that sometimes I cannot see the enemies.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That means they're
I
killing.
get lost pretty easy. I was gonna say also like in terms of writing, they also just like make huge jumps and they're like, oh, this thing is this, and then they just roll with it, and of course it works.
Yeah,
And it's just like, okay.
but yeah, they have like back-to-back scenes where a group that is completely separated from the group in Hawkins is like, we can't get to them tonight, but maybe we can help them from here. Like literally back to back. It's like, holy shit, you guys just came to that fucking conclusion. Like, okay, Joyce, I'm sure.
Oh god!
Oh
I'm
shit.
gonna get face hugged.
Like, I'm sure Joyce knows for sure that doing all this shit, like burning the. Oh, look out, facehugger. I don't know if shooting it helps you. I'm just killing you.
Not sure, to be honest.
There's a med kit over here, Dane. You can grab probably. It'd be
Um,
probably a waste for me to use it.
Yeah, like I'm sure Joyce knows for sure that killing the like black sand stuff is gonna help them.
Isolate the air ducts by deck.
Yeah. And Joyce doesn't know shit.
More xenomorphs.
It just feels like they get so caught up in not killing characters that when it comes time for a character to have to do something, they can't because everything like it's being done by more important characters. There's not enough space for all the people that they haven't killed off yet.
An
Nancy-
armored warrior.
Like they give Nancy a lot of stuff to do, to be fair, but she should have died a few times now. And
Yeah,
like
she got like literally wrapped up by Vecna, and he was like, okay, bye.
yeah, go ahead and tell 11 my plan, but also you're not even with 11, so how can you, and you never, like Vecna can see the future. Does he not know that 11 is not going to interact with Nancy until they quote unquote defeat Vecna?
Also, he needed a fourth. He had a fourth right there.
Yeah, but he just wanted to, I mean, you can argue, oh, he's being cocky, and like, that's what I was kind of thinking when they're singing around the camper, they're like, oh, 4 chimes, he's been telling us his plan the whole time. It's like really cheesy, bad dialogue. But I can kind of like get it. Like, yeah, he's a fucking sociopathic, cocky asshole. I kind of get it, but like at the same time, it's just kind of feels lazy and stupid.
I don't even think he's that cocky. Like, he seems pretty planned out.
Oh shit. Okay.
But they just needed him to, like, fuck up just so people could figure out what's going on.
Right.
Something like that.
A lot of blow up boys. Oh my god, so many blow up boys.
Yeah, I think all of my complaints with the season just, like go back to writing, honestly, and like a lot of the effects aren't good. But I've already mentioned that I don't really think like you can blame the show for not having good effects, but like I don't want to harp on it too much because I know the effects artists just get shit on, absolutely fucking shit on.
Yeah.
So, and I don't
No,
know if that's like it. I don't know whose fault it is, but you know.
I
History
think it's more
says,
the
yeah.
writing.
Oh yeah.
The Duffer Brothers think they're, like, gods in writing, and it's just like, you write
Well-
mid-tier fan fiction.
And their own
Oh my god!
actors have been calling them out now that they're like, we need characters to die. We seriously, and their reason is because it's more like kind
Oh my
of
god!
joking, but like, fuck. Ah, I fucked that up.
Probably dead here, boys. Oh god.
Yeah, it's kind of scary now.
Oh, shit. I'm taking hits.
Oh shit. I'm
I gotta
healing.
Shit.
Down every consumable I have.
The actors were kind of joking around with it. They're like, our cast pictures are getting too big. We can't fit everyone in one picture. And it's like, yeah, it's because the fucking writers don't kill anyone except for the characters that are introduced in that season. The only exceptions being Robin and Billy. Billy lasted 2 and Robin's lasted 2 now.
And, was it
Max, yeah,
the sister?
that's true. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're the only 3 characters that have survived. Oh, and Murray, to be fair.
I guess, yeah. Murray, I think, came in season 2, right?
Yeah. But like Bob,
Oh, yeah.
his death, that was the first time where I was like disconnected from the show. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I understand that people are like, it's an 80s homage show. It's, you know, it's supposed to have like those cheesy, stupid moments, but like, I don't think that's
It's not
an
an excuse for bad
yeah.
writing.
Yeah.
Not in today's. Holy shit, that was easy.
Yeah.
That was easy. You guys were talking. We were dead when that fucking armor boy came.
I had
we
90
had it.
health and I just started healing in the middle of the fight.
He was chasing me, and I was just throwing vines on the ground, trying to
Ooh.
get things off of me.
I got an emote.
I ranked up twice, but damn it, I should have used any other gun or any other class. I could have got like 5 levels.
What rank are you?
I just turned 15. Wait, 16? 16.
Oh, nice. I'm also 16 now.
Look at all the friendly fire damage Jake did. 651.
Shut
friendly
up, shut up. My shotgun is devastating.
Every time I roll in front of you when you have it out and I
Yep.
mess it up, I lose like half my health.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the season by any means, but it's just like not as good as the other seasons. It has its moments. Mostly everything that happens in Hawkins, and I also, when I went and rewatched all the seasons, to be fair, they do also have like a bit of a like the split plot lines in season 3, and even in the other seasons, like, but to more minimal degrees, and they're also closer geographically. Like they're not in another country, in another state. Well, they're in like a bordering state, but you get what I mean. Season 3 does have a little bit of an issue where it's like, where are these characters right now? But other than that, the other seasons do a much better job of like actually having the plot lines feel connected and like not jarring to go between them. There's like 5 in season 4.
Yeah.
Well, 4 main ones and like 5 or 6 if you count the minor ones. Like the end of the halfway point, they completely forgot about Mike's group for like the entire episode. They didn't show him a single time in that entire episode, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, they just kind of left him. They're like, he's doing fine.
Yeah. And then it's because they have nothing important to do. Like that's fine if you want to like have your characters chill out for a second, but they're literally the main characters of your entire show. And it's not like they're like hiding or something. They're actively trying to find Elle, but they couldn't like write anything interesting for that plot line aside from find Elle. And you know, it was so uninteresting of a subplot or a main plot, I guess technically. I guess I would call the Mike group a subplot at that point, but it was so uninteresting. They had to do a whole fucking pointless diversion to Susie's house, which was, I think, probably the low point of the season. I mean, bits of it were charming. I guess that's like the only positive I can say about it, but all the shit with Eden was weird. Like Eden and Argyle being, I mean, frankly, towards each other. They're like, oh my god, you're so hot. Like,
oh yeah,
what the fuck is going on right now? Why are we writing this? Why do I care about Argyle's relationship status at all? We've just met him, and he's been in like 5 scenes.
Yeah, it was more just so like, the guy's quirky kind of thing.
It's like a fucking Seth Rogen weed moment.
Pretty much, yeah. Which I thought we were past that, but I guess not.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. I think they just bit off more than they could chew. I honestly think Hopper should have just stayed dead, because as much as I enjoy the Russia plot in general, I just feel like it doesn't tie into the rest of the show at all. Like,
Yeah,
actually,
it had,
at
like,
all.
One thing, I guess, in season 3, but like it was kind of weird. But I guess it just has to be Russia because, you know, Cold War and whatnot.
Right. And I don't even mind the fact that it's like a Russia type of they're the bad guys plot, because that is faithful to the 80s, and I think the characters, how they talk about and act towards, you know, the whole Russian spies thing is accurate to how kids would talk about that stuff in the 80s. But like everything in season 4 with Hopper and Russia and Joyce and Murray and Yuri and Enzo is all just completely
Stupid.
Pointless. Yeah, it has no relevancy to the rest of what's going on until they magically decide, oh yeah, we can help the kids from here by burning some fucking mind flare dust.
Yeah. No, everybody just draws conclusions on like the thinnest hunch, and it
Yeah.
just works. That's my issue, and it's just like, dude, it's not even entertaining when the just like everything they try works first
Right.
time.
Yeah, they're like, well, we know that Elle is defenseless when she's doing her mind walking ability. So I guess when Vecna is hunting someone, he'll be defenseless too. And it's like, first of all, you don't know that I mean, it's very easily assumed that he's more powerful than 11. Just from the fact that he can remotely kill people from an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
I did like the little bits of world building that they did with like the light stuff in the Upside Down and the real world, that kind of interaction. But I
Yeah, 'cause
also,
they never really talked about that prior.
yeah, but also when they are in the house and Steve is like, Dustin's in here. And he's like, Dustin, where are you? It's like, are you fucking stupid, bro? And also the fact that Steve gets mauled by the bats and has like literal holes in his abdomens, and then later on in the season he's just like 2 episodes later he's just fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's good to go. No worries.
I think well, and also I was really expecting, because these are bats from an alternate dimension. You don't know, like, and they even kind of fake foreshadowed it. The Robin was like, they could have rabies, and it was like essentially a red herring. I was like, oh, is Steve gonna like get some sort of disease or like become evil because he got bit by these bats? And then literally nothing comes of the fact that he was bitten by them. That could have been an interesting twist. Is like Steve is like infected by the Upside Down and can't control his actions. He's like, you know, a minion of the Upside Down now, and he kills someone, and now the group has to kill him, or something like that. He's about to kill someone, and so the group has to kill him. Anything to make it so that the characters are actually in some danger ever. And I don't know. They kind of did it with Max this season, where it did feel like she was in danger. Like in episode 4 when she's at the graveyard. That was like an actual tense moment for me, at least. And then at the end of the season,
the most tense moment.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the prison fight, like when they fought the like Demogorgon thing, Demogorgon.
Yeah. I get you.
That was pretty tense.
Yeah, and then it was tense at first, but then fucking Hopper holding up a little toothpick with he's holding up a match, and the Demogorgon's like, ooh, ouchie, a little fire. That took me out of it a little bit.
Well, I guess they are like weak to fire, but
yeah. But I thought it was so fucking stupid that they finally actually killed a character. Max is dying, and then Elle's like, no. She literally says, no, you're not dying. It's like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me?
she got fucked up.
Yeah.
And she might as well be dead, because like, what a life.
Yeah, she's blind, her several broken limbs, in a coma, and even in her coma, her brain is just like not there, according to Elle, at least. They also flubbed the ending of the season really hard too. But like, even before I mention that, so like, Rise of Skywalker. This is a little side note, but Rise of Skywalker did a similar thing where Kylo like force heals Rey at the end to save her life or whatever. That's essentially what Elle did to Max, but there were literally no consequences. As bad as Rise of Skywalker is, at least Kylo dies. He's like sacrifices his own life to save Rey's. Elle just is like, no, don't die, and then that's it. I guess she's fine, and nothing happens to Elle. Elle doesn't like slip into a coma or I don't know, something. I don't think I think they should have just let Max die. But like, if you're gonna save her life, at least have some consequence for the action of saving her life. You know?
Yeah, it just like you mentioned earlier, it's just too many characters are still being strung around.
Yeah. And like, I like Nancy, but she should have died at least twice in the season, not in the season, in the series so far. The first one being in the hospital where she's getting chased by the amalgamation, and she's like isolated in a room. It has her cornered, and Elle magically fucking shows up in the exact room. I mean, sure, maybe they can hear the noises of Nancy screaming, but there's a giant ass hospital, and they find her in like 30 seconds to save her right in time. Can't even like maim her. Can't even have her, I don't know, get a broken arm. Nope, she's unscathed from this monster that was chasing her through a hospital, and finally corners her. Oh, but magical 11 powers are here right on time. Come on,
Yeah.
just kill a character.
It's not good.
All the stakes. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I guess we'll just have to see, because I'll probably finish the series just out of spite.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be a really unfortunate thing where season 5, just like finally commits to killing characters, but at that point it's just not gonna matter because it's the end of the season, and I doubt that they're gonna give like proper send-offs to all the characters, because I feel like they're gonna be like, well, we have all these characters and we gotta kill some of them, I guess. Finally.
Yeah, but then they'll probably be done horribly or it'll just be obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, and like, I don't know. There's just so much I would have done differently with season 4 specifically. There's so much that, like, even in the show, they're saying, like Steve's all talking about Robin's love life. Like, first of all, the scene was weird. In the gun store where the girl that Robin has a crush on is getting felt up by like a college dude. Like, oh, what the fuck? And like Steve mentions later, oh, he's visiting from spring break, and he's been graduated from high school for 2 years, and she's like a junior in high school, or even a senior. That'd still be weird. Like, dude, you're a sophomore in college and you're dating a girl in high school still.
Yeah, it's a little
sussy.
Yeah.
But then Robin even says it. She's like, the world is probably going to end and you're worried about my love life. Why doesn't the show take its own advice? God damn it.
Nope,
I mean,
can't do that.
Yeah, we gotta have the shippers on Twitter. We gotta let all the fans ship these characters together. Have all the drama, and that's how I feel about like why they don't kill characters, so they can have their freaking little action figures and you know, so fans of that specific character don't stop watching the show. But I think that's just so fucking stupid. In a show where like it's a dangerous universe that they're living in. You're just not gonna kill anyone.
Just normal ass kids.
Yeah, literally normal kids that have nothing except for a psychic friend to help them against literal demons from an alternate dimension. But, you know, they all live. None of them are really hurt except for one person in this most recent season. Pisses me off. It's a real common theme, though. Movies and shows recently. Like, I watched the new Jurassic World movie, and literally not a single person except for the main villain and one like smuggler dies in that movie. So fucked. Like, that's another one. You're in a world with dinosaurs and not a single one of your main characters dies or gets hurt by a dinosaur. You're all miraculously unscathed in this world of dinosaurs.
Of course, because Chris Pratt can talk to the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and then all these fucking 70-year-old people running around. Just, you know, the dinosaurs are going easy on them. Jeff Goldblum. He's got a fucking Charlie horse, but you know. Oh
He's
wow,
good.
my stream is lagging. Yeah, but the dinosaur can't get to him. The T-Rex. You know, he pities the Charlie horse. I can't kill a guy who's having a cramp. That's
Yeah,
fucked
been
up.
there.
I don't know. It's so lame. Yeah. I also I was kind of talking about this with someone else, but the like Victor Creel stuff, how his entire backstory is just fucking dumped essentially in like a 5-minute exposition scene where he's like, first the demon took my wife and then my daughter, and it's just like rambling out all this information. That would have been so much cooler if it was like vague and unexplained as to like its relation to the season, and we slowly get more scenes throughout the season, and it's like it ties into it. Like, I don't know if you noticed this, but after season 1, all the seasons start with something like that isn't involving the main characters necessarily, but it then ties into the rest of the season. Like season 3, it starts in Russia where they're trying to open the gate that like instigates them going to America to open the gate in Hawkins. Season 2 starts with the punk group, which, you know, that ended up flopping, but yeah, at least it was an interesting start to the season. Yeah, they tried to do something different. This season opens with Dr. Brenner, which we already like, I don't give a shit about Dr. Brenner. He's the same as he was in fucking season 1. And we didn't need to watch him fill out a fucking crossword puzzle. We just had the fucking haunting ghost story from the 50s that ties in throughout the season. I would have loved to open with that. That shit would have been so cool to have like, whoa, this maybe it like cuts away after the wife dies or something like that. They move into the house, or maybe there's like some creepy shit that goes on, and then it cuts to modern day or something like that. I don't know, but like, nope, we just gotta dump it in 5 minutes and then give one more piece of information that Henry is actually Juan/Vecna.
Yeah.
That's the only twist about it. I mean, that would be the twist if you did it the other way, but at least it'd be, the information would come out gradually throughout the season instead of all in the middle of the season.
Yeah, just get dumped.
Yeah. But, you know, Duffer Brothers can do no wrong.
Yeah. They're untouchable apparently. And they will go on to make mediocre stuff.
Yep. I think because they're doing a Stephen King adaptation after Stranger Things, I think it's gonna fucking bomb. There's no
I
way.
believe they're using Millie Bobby Brown as well.
Oh, never mind. I think they're getting carried by the actors for sure. Everyone loves the actors. No one gives a shit about them. Not a single person commends them as writers. They're just like stuck to the characters, essentially, is what I think at least. But
Well, I guess that's one way to get hooked.
yeah. I mean, kudos to them for having likable characters. I really, for the most part, I liked Eddie and Chrissy. I did not like Jason. I thought he was kind of poorly written, but can't have all winners, I guess. Jason was the basketball kid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of did his character dirty.
It's like, I get it at first where he's like upset about Chrissy. I completely understand that he's upset. But then he just like, goes full-blown psycho in no time. At first he's very reasonable. He wants to like figure shit out for himself, but he beats literal innocent people, like the band members. He just beats the shit out of them for no reason. And then from that point onward, he's just like comically evil. for the rest of the season. Makes no sense.
Rearming.
Yeah, no, it's bad writing all over.
Yeah. Well, God, don't even fucking get me started on the high school shit, where I thought that was the most unbelievable part of this whole entire show, where Angela and all the kids in the whole entire classroom are making fun of this girl's dead dad. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't give a shit. I mean, I can get that the 80s were not as, you know, people weren't as nice, even if they're, like, outwardly nice and secretly they're a bitch or whatever. But that shit was so excessive, honestly. Like, a whole courtyard of kids laughing at a girl getting bullied. A girl who, as far as we have seen, has not done anything intentional or otherwise to piss off these people. They just hate her because she's, like, I don't know, like,
weird.
A little weird. They literally hate her because she's weird. And then the entire part of that season where Angela is bullying Elle does not pay off whatsoever. Elle gets arrested for busting her nose. Okay, yeah, fucking right. As if there isn't literal evidence of everyone else at the roller rink assaulting Elle first. Like,
Yeah, they recorded it.
yeah, there's
So.
there's dozens of witnesses, but you know, you gotta somehow escalate the season by getting Elle arrested for no fucking reason. It would have actually worked if they just used their fucking brains as writers for a second. Okay, so it's an 80s. Hold on, I actually have to look this up because I've been talking about this and I don't even know when this movie was released, actually. Okay, 76, but still. Carrie was released in 76. But they're already Stephen King fans. That's a Stephen King book, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, it is.
they were perfectly set up for a Carrie homage in the roller rink, where it's obviously not pig's blood, but you know, there's a bunch of people making fun of her in a public place. She gets something poured on her, and Elle is a psychic. It's like literally the perfect setup to do an homage for it. And like, sure, you don't have to play it like that, but they do it for everything else. And it would have made the season more interesting, in my opinion, at least, if she just snaps right there and just fucking kills Angela. Because, to me, her getting arrested has no merit or, like, weight to it. It just happens. And, like, for essentially no reason. And then also, yeah,
A loose plot to her getting picked up by the feds.
right, exactly. And then the feds, or the, like, evil army people, in my opinion, their motivation for finding Elle is so loose. The guy's like, there are rumors she's still alive. Okay, well, why don't you do some critical thinking for a fucking second? And she's called 11. She has an 11 tattoo. You probably know this. You're in the army. You have fucking intel and shit like that. You are probably one of the most knowledgeable people who isn't directly connected to this whole situation. And he's just like, it has to be her. Why does it have to be 11? Why are you going on this countrywide search for 11 when it could be literally any other person that Dr. Brenner tested on? You know that they exist. You can't possibly be oblivious to the fact that other kids with these powers exist, because I don't really care. Like, there's the girl in Philadelphia, 8.
But they retconned her, kind of. Like, they said that all the kids died.
Really? When did they say that? Like,
I believe in, like, the, like, with that opening scene in 4, they were talking about how all the kids died, and like, 8 was just never mentioned. So I believe they retconned it.
Oh, but they did show her in the season when... Oh, maybe they didn't show her exactly, because they have the little shit that they always cut away to with 11's mom being like, Jane, you know, getting dragged away from the rainbow room, I think is what it is.
Yeah, but
And that's like 8 was in that room with her. And, like, all those other kids died, but like, are we sure Dr. Brenner didn't find new kids to test on? I don't know.
I thought they were just retconning it and going with, because that whole plot point was kind of dumb in season 2, and I think a lot of people didn't care for it.
Right.
So I think they just like.
I think it
"Oops,
was
didn't happen.
Yeah, and I think it was less that 8 wasn't interesting and that everything else that was happening in that whole episode, like 8 is a cool character, in my opinion at least, or at least her powers are cool, where she can make people imagine things. And even if like the group that they were with and their like motivations and plot were like kind of weird and jarring to the rest of the season, doesn't mean that 8's a bad character and you can't expand on her and fix her. But like, I don't know.
It would have been cool to see 8 come back in some shape or form. That's why I think they retconned her, because like, just nothing.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it is kind of hard to just forget about a character like that. Just never
Especially
use her
since
again.
she was pretty integral in season 2. So,
Yeah, they even
I don't know.
they cut back to her at the season finale of season 2, but like, I don't know. It just feels like the army people are so presumptuous. First of all, he literally says that there are rumors that she's alive. Okay, there's probably rumors that there's other fucking kids with powers, so just assume it's 11 and kill her on sight, I guess, you know. Fucking ridiculous. But it would
There's
have...
too many assumptions in that show.
Yeah. Like, that's why I think an homage to Carrie where she kills Angela in, like, maybe a suspiciously similar way to the way Vecna killed kids in Hawkins, you know, maybe that tips them off and, you know, gets the ball rolling. That would make so much more sense. It's not like 11's a perfect character anyways. He literally says to Dr. Brenner, if you try to stop me, I will kill you. Those are, like, verbatim words that she says in the season.
Yeah, but they always flaunt around 11 as like this person who's gonna do things, but she never does. She's just all empty threats.
Yeah.
And even if it's like by design, like when she tried to like do something to Angela and her powers didn't work, it's still like, you know, she tried and nothing happened. So it's just like,
Exactly.
they're trying to keep her like a pure character, but they also want her to like ride the line.
Well, and like, it actually kind of would have been cool if she's like, she does those 2 failed attempts. I think it's 2. Maybe it's just the one in the courtyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she fails using her powers and she just gets so mad in the roller rink that she does it and she just accidentally kills Angela. She like doesn't even mean to. But that's like something interesting that her character has to struggle with throughout the season, instead of just, I'm in this fucking prison essentially and I have to remember things. Wow, so interesting. God fucking damn it.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything all season.
She just has flashbacks. It's just all she's designated to is just flashback machine.
Yeah, flashbacks and narrative dumps.
To explain where the villain came from, I guess. Like, as if we even really need to know that, honestly.
Yeah, and it's not like one was ever established prior to this. Like, it would have been neat if he was.
Yeah.
Like, if they had the foresight to set this up in, like, maybe season 2 or possibly 3, that would be better than just introducing this guy who's supposed to be, like, the guy, the baddie, like, in one season. So,
yeah,
like, even the Mind Flayer in season 3 was set up prior, which was kind of interesting. A little bit, not too much, but they even did that. But Vecna just came out of nowhere, and they expect you to believe he's this big baddie.
Right. Plus, he's not even scary. His fucking sound design is god awful. His fucking
sound design in the whole show is awful.
That's true. That's true. When I'm doing my video, I'm gonna do a fucking I'm gonna do a little montage of all the shitty sound effects that they do throughout the season. Just
it's so insane. Like they have to have a sound effect for every little thing. I don't know if I tweeted out, and I don't tweet like ever, but I tweeted out and I was just like, this is fucking awful. Like, they need to cool their jets or take a step back and not be so fucking gung ho. Because not every little thing needs a sound effect.
Right.
Even like what was it? When they're going to the gate the second time. No, who was it? When they pretended to have the Americans to get back into the prison. One of the guards like flicked something down and it made the whoosh sound, like a whoosh sound effect. And it's like, there's no way that would need a sound effect or even produce a sound in real life. But they felt the need to do it.
When Dr. Brenner gets killed and Levin like drops the little collar thing and it hits the ground, it goes shoo. It's like, what the fuck? Why did you need a sound effect for something hitting the ground and powering down? Like, it didn't even like visually power down. It's just like, it was just implied through the sound effect, but it was so unnecessary. There's like a million examples throughout this season specifically. I don't know if I honestly didn't really notice in other seasons. Might not have been as bad. This season was especially
either.
It was particularly obnoxious.
Another one was like when they were in the old house for the first time. It like panned to this, I think, a lion, and it did like a lion sound effect out of nowhere, and it's just like, that's not even relevant. Like, you need to be like, oh, this is a lion. Here's what a lion sounds like. It's like, what are we, 5? Like, come on. So.
Yeah.
Grabbing ammo.
That's I don't know what they were thinking. Like, we gotta keep everyone's attention span, but there was one where they're like in the fields making their weapons. First of all, they go to a fucking weapons store and then they decided to make spears and trash cans with nails through them. It's like, okay, why'd you go to the weapons store?
Some daggers and stuff.
Also, I don't know if this is just me, but I thought it was a little weird that Lucas and his sister were just sitting alone making spears. Like,
yeah, no, I drew that comparison
okay,
it
cool.
was like, of course, the two black people are making the spears. So.
I was like, what the fuck? Why these two specifically with that specific weapon? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't say anything, but I was like, yeah, no. That's obnoxious. So, I don't know if they like just, I'm sure it was unintentional, but
yeah, right. It's
like,
not,
come on, man.
It's not malicious, but it's like, really?
Yeah.
God damn. Oh yeah, but I was talking about how they flubbed the end of the season. I don't know why all the characters are fucking stupid. They like all meet up, and someone's like, "Oh, Lucas is in the hospital," and Elle goes, "Is he hurt? Are you fucking stupid? You just literally 2 days ago healed Max from death. Where do you think Max is? The hospital, maybe?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, where would Lucas be then? With the person that he has had a relationship with, maybe? I don't know. Like, why would you assume Lucas got hurt when the last time you saw him, he was kneeling over Max's essentially lifeless body? It didn't make any fucking sense. And then, like, they know that all these gates are cracked open from, like, the quote-unquote earthquake. And then at the end of the season, when all the ash is falling, they walk over and they're just like, oh, let's stare at this fucking chasm in the ground and gawk at it for some reason, even though we already know that this exists. Why are we fucking standing here gawking at this fissure in the ground?
Yeah, that was one thing.
Yeah.
I saw criticism was like, yeah, the way they had them look, like they look down and then look up as if they couldn't see it prior to coming over that hill.
Right.
This giant ass cloud.
Like, I don't know. As if it was some sort of revelation.
Nope, they just had to get some Avenger style pose with everybody.
Yeah. They didn't know how to end the season without being fake epic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, Fitzy. We're just fucking. Is Fitzy still here?
I think so. Oh, he just muted.
Oh, okay.
That.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you like our little rant?
Dude, I don't know what any of you guys are talking about.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's like a million times better things to watch.
Yeah, that's something else that I was thinking of is like all of the episodes. God damn, I have the hiccups. All of the episodes are like an hour and 15 minutes. Why don't I just go and watch a fucking movie?
Yeah.
For every
Last one's
episode.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I could watch
Honestly,
8 movies.
so I started watching The Boys recently, and The Boys is it's an hour episode, but they never go past an hour, regardless if it's like a finale or anything like that. But the writing is like really good to the point where they keep everything contained, for the most part, in that episode, maybe with like some cliffhangers and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's none of this bullshit where it's just like just nonsense. It's to the point writing, but also I guess they do have source material. But even then, I
Yeah.
read some of the comics, and they're not pulling from it exactly. They're taking tidbits and writing around it, but they're not like one-to-one recreating it.
Well, I mean,
So
when
that
you,
still takes effort.
I'm sure the Duffer Brothers, with all the success that Stranger Things has had, they're just like, everyone just says yes to them at this point.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
what I think it is.
Yeah.
Especially Netflix, because like that's their biggest money draw. So
That's
they
just-
just said, "Go nuts! People are gonna watch it anyway."
Exactly. They don't give a
Because they
shit.
don't even have Stone Ocean available. So
Yeah. It's silly.
Yeah, well.
I think they're the biggest issue with the show, but it's their show, so fuck it.
yeah, I guess that's how it goes. Directors have their vision, and doesn't always line up, but you can still criticize it.
Right, and I don't know, there's just so much more that could, like, easy tweaks that could make it more interesting that just don't happen. And like, at first I really liked, well, I won't even say really liked, I was intrigued by the flashback stuff that 11 has, but I don't know, it's just like, first of all, everything that happens is gonna age so poorly because there's literally no tension with any character. Everyone knows that the core characters survive, so like, why is there any tension if any of them are in danger, you know? Hopper's in danger.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, he's in season 4. I don't give a shit if he's in danger. It's not like, you know, you can't have characters be in danger and, like, not kill them and, you know, that removes the tension. It's just that when you do it literally every single time, then there's no more tension. Especially for a show that's supposed to be quote-unquote horror. Anyways, I'm probably gonna head off for the night. Sleepy time.
Yeah,
Hey, wasn't there a fence here? Anyone else remember that? Fence blocking off this area? Or am I high?
the only fence is right here to go to the upper level.
Yeah. I thought there was one like back here maybe? I don't know. I don't remember being able
Nah.
to walk all the way back here.
I thought you always could. Just there wasn't anything.
Yeah.
So
No point in going over there. Anyways, that's my unorganized thoughts on Stranger Things season 4 and how it actually kind of sucked, honestly. I was thinking about being generous and saying like, overall I feel like it's a 6 out of 10, but honestly after getting all my thoughts out there and, you know, just like talking about everything that's awful about the season, might be more like a 4 or a 3. Like the other seasons range between like 7 and a 9 for me personally, out of 10. But this season, pretty rough in my opinion, at least.
poo poo.
Yeah, and the roughest part is so many people liked it, but I think I had to think about this too. recently because I've just like seen so much praise for the season when I really did not like it or see many positive things about it personally, that people, it's hard to just like, you know, like get an accurate reading from someone else's opinion when you don't necessarily know what they are looking for specifically in this media. Like if you're looking for, I don't know, characters that you can like, for lack of a better word, ship together, you know, cool, Stranger Things is a great show for you, I guess. You got a love triangle, you got a bunch of relationships. It's essentially like a dating sim at this point.
Yeah. Just like, ooh, who's gonna hook up with who? And
Right. Oh, that was another thing that they flubbed at the end of the season. They had all this shit, all this tension with like Nancy and Steve. Oh, Nancy, Steve is still not over her, and Nancy now knows that and like knows that Steve has this creepy sort of dream that they're gonna have 6 kids together. Haha. But then right at the end, they completely like forget about it when Jonathan shows up. She's just like, "Oh, Jonathan, no, I was mad at you for not being here, but I'm actually glad that you weren't here because it would have been dangerous." Like, shut the fuck up.
not that he's useful anyway.
Right, exactly. Like, what has Jonathan done the last 2 seasons? I'm not saying he should have died. I don't even know if they could have killed him off properly in the last 2 seasons, but what has he done since season 2? Honestly, what did he do in season 2?
I couldn't even tell you.
He slept with Nancy. That's what he did. And then season 3, he gets mad at Nancy. That's what he. And then in season 4, he pisses off Nancy. And I do like that they had him be sort of like an emotional support thing, or like character for Will. But the fact that they have 20 other fucking characters, there's no development there. They have one scene together where they're like, "I'm here for you, bro," and it's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
nice, that's great, but like,
Didn't even know Will was having problems.
yeah, I mean, there was one scene where he's talking to Mike in the back of the van where John is like, "Oh, things are not going well for Will. I guess I should not be such an asshole pothead ignoring my entire family and be there for my little brother." But then that's literally it. And then they talk to each other. It's like, okay, well, fuck. I guess it's resolved now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's just an issue of it all stems from the writing, from not killing characters to having too many characters to characters becoming useless. And, in a horror show where people are fighting demons from an alternate dimension that are lethal, they only kill side characters and minor characters. Fuck.
Man, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yep.
I'm a mess.
Oh shit.
What?
Let's see. As Dusk Falls game just came out. I think it's like one of those narrative games. It's multiplayer online.
As cucks fall.
So we could all
Make bad decisions together.
yeah.
You can
Although
sabotage.
it's 60, oh my god, it's 70 gigs.
Holy
So I was
shit.
curious. I was like, oh my.
Wow. I mean, I'm down, but I guess just if we are.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Okay.
uninstall Payday 2. Tell John. Yeah.
What I love Payday 2, but don't tell me.
Not Payday 2. Payday 2 is actually fun.
I agree.
Don't call something less fun.
Yeah. I think that's all I have to say about that for now. The Stranger Things stuff.
Understandable.
Just a mess.